Yo, what's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great day so far. What a big day it was today in the Champions League, right? Um, all 18 matches at once, guys. What an experience it was watching that on my TV and having these notifications on my phone, bro. So let's just talk about it a little bit here, right? Let's go ahead and talk about the big standouts here. Liverpool, with their subs, take an L, and it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them here. Oh shoot, we're looking at. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. My fault, my fault. There you go. We're back. We look at the table here. Liverpool end off 7-1. They best Barcelona for that first place spot. And it got tight. It got tight up here. Barcelona could have been in trouble with the loss today. And it was close. It was close to a loss, but I mean, I was watching the Barca game, right? Barca fan, Barca supporter. So watching this game, Atalanta played great without Lookman. Still had a great match. I thought Rafinha, of course, with his 2 assists, big highlight. Yamal, he's great. I mean, what a player, right? What a player he is. And he had a great match today. He had his goal, his tap in. He almost had that goal, that 3-toe. I don't know if y'all remember that. What a goal that would have been. But like I said, Atalanta, they didn't back down. They went to Montjuic. They went to Barcelona's home stadium, and they gave him a fight. There was moments in the game where Atalanta was clearly in control. And like I said again, Lookman could be out, it says here, till mid-February. So we're looking at a few weeks now for Lookman to not be with his Atalanta side. Didn't let that mess them up in any way. They still played great football. And so with that, I mean, look at the goal, look at the difference in shots. Barcelona twice the amount of shots as Atalanta, but big chances for both sides, of course. That's the main game I watched today. It's the main game I have stuff to talk about. Liverpool, like I was talking about earlier, did not win their game. Arsenal came through and beat Girona. And here's the rest of the table, guys. Lille 6-1 against Feyenoord. What a match for them. My boy Santi Jimenez, bet on him to score today. He did score. Unfortunately, the rest of my parlay fucked up, so it is what it is. What a match. And the CONCACAF boys in general, right? Santi scores here. Jonathan David got a goal. I saw Pulisic scored in his match. We look over towards the bottom. Zagreb, in spite of getting their win over Milan, still failed to qualify because of Sporting's goal to draw against Bologna at the end, in the death. And City up and down all season. They went through an awful stretch at one point. I mean, just look at this, guys. All these games in a row with just losses and draws, and it was horrible for them. I mean, it's basically done for them in the league. I mean, they're fourth. They're 12 points behind. Is it doable? Yes. Liverpool have a game in hand, and the way Liverpool's playing, I don't think anyone's taking this spot from them, right? But they pulled through today against Bruges. They pull away, and they're in. This knockout qualification. Now, I was talking with my brother a little bit earlier. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I think what he was saying is these teams will obviously be random. So it's going to be 9th. It won't exactly be 9th against 24th, right? It's going to be these 4 in a pot. So Bruges, Sporting, Borussia, and Atalanta, like in a pot. And then the 2 that come out will face each other. 2 that come out will face each other. So Atalanta could play Bruges or Sporting, and Borussia Dortmund could play Bruges or Sporting. It's not going to be automatically 9th against 24th, 10th against 23rd, blah, blah, blah. What's interesting to me is City will, no matter what, have to either eliminate Real Madrid or Bayern to get into this round of 16. And if they do, they'll be playing one of Dortmund or Atletico. So it's a very tough path that City have put themselves in, and it's gonna be really interesting. This draw is tomorrow morning. We can give our reaction to this draw and what we expect in the future for these games. Juventus and Feyenoord against Milan or PSV, and then this is the group that, I mean, if you're Liverpool or Barcelona, you're so happy right now because, don't get me wrong, Brest was great at the start of the league phase. Monaco obviously beat Barca on that first match day. PSG have been, I mean, their last 2 games were great. That comeback against City, and also today winning, what was it, 4-0 might have been? 4-1 with a Dembele hat trick and Bradley Barcola also scoring, right? They've been in good form. Benfica, in Champions League, not the worst, you know? They gave Barca a run for their money, a big run for their money. Any other games here for Champions League? Bologna draw. They lost to Feyenoord. They lost to Bayern 1-0. But it seems like against these tough teams, they beat Monaco. Against these tough teams, Benfica plays at that same level, you know? They play at that same level. They don't shy down, so it could be a tough draw. But in spite of all that, the way Barcelona have been playing in the Champions League specifically, I know the league hasn't been the best, but the way that they've really been able to shine in the Champions League and play very good matches against any of these teams, they can really, you know, they should be happy with this draw. And then same with Liverpool. I mean, regardless of who Liverpool gets, you know, they've been terrific all season. They had the luxury of resting their players today and still getting first place. So them playing any of these 4 is also just great for them. And we look up here, I mean, you expect Atalanta and Dortmund to get through. Dortmund scares me. Of course, they did decent in Champions League to get 10th, right? But they've been not the best in this season in general. I mean, if you just look at these results, they're all the way down at 11th place in the league on 26 points. It's not looking good for Dortmund, and that's why I think, regardless, either of these teams could give them a good run for their money. And the losers of these, or the winners, I should say, will be playing Lille and Aston Villa. So, the way it's looking, right, we would end up having, in a hypothetical situation, I don't want to I'll save my predictions video for another day, right? But the way I'm seeing it, Lille or Aston Villa against either of these 4 clubs, I mean, that's an interesting round of 16 draw because you're guaranteeing 2 of these 6 teams are going to end up in the quarterfinals, right? And, of course, they're not bad teams, of course. Obviously, if Atalanta and Dortmund are here, right? And then these guys. But if you think, like, history, hierarchy, just overall aura of the teams, I mean, if compared to the likes of Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid, if they get through, Atletico, Leverkusen, right? I mean, obviously they'll be tough games, but I think that anyone who matched up against them, that'd be the preferable matchup for these bigger clubs, correct? Not saying it'd be easy for them, but it'd be a more preferred matchup. And same thing with like Inter and Arsenal. You get any of these teams here, I mean, of course, Milan on their day, great team. Juventus have been very inconsistent this season. And then same thing with Feyenoord and same thing with PSV. Just not at their best. So this is another not too tough draw for these 2. I already talked about these 2. And then Atletico and Dortmund, this is where it gets scary, right? Because we could have in a round of 16, I mean, Celtic just got kind of put in the death here. They got to play one of these 2. But so do City, right? So 2 of either Real Madrid Bayern or City are gonna end up in this spot right here against Atletico or Leverkusen. Regardless, it could be a great tie. It could be the two Spanish clubs. It could end up being we have a Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid in one, and we have a Bayern versus Bayer Leverkusen in the other. And that's the good thing about this. There's no more restriction on club can't play in a club from the same country or league until a certain phase. They can straight away in the round of 16 come up against each other, and I think that'd be really, really cool. It's gonna be crazy to see now that this league phase is over how this playoff phase ends up going. But yeah, it's an exciting day today for the Champions League. Exciting matches all over. League phase is done. Let me know what you guys thought about the league phase, what you guys thought about today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.